Good morning. It is 7:31 a.m. on Friday, January 7th, 2022. I'm Christiana Ellis and I just got up. This is 5 more minutes. Snowing. First big snow here in Massachusetts for this winter season. We got a little bit here and there. I think a couple of previous occasions where got like maybe half an inch that's stuck on the ground, but that's a lot. Still snowing pretty heavy. It's supposed to snow till early afternoon, and the original plan was I was going to be having to head off to the office bright and early today, but fortunately in this context, there were some delays, which just mean that there's no point in me going into the office today. So it's fortunate in that I don't have to drive in the snow. The delay is not ideal, but it'll be fine. Um, I am still waiting on the results of the COVID test yesterday, which was a PCR test. I suspect that it might be a little while because when I've done those tests previously through like this particular service, I got the results overnight, but this was a particular day where, the office was sending in a whole bunch of samples at once. And so, I get that it might take a little while. But in any case, it's one of those things where it's like, okay, I mean, I'm kind of ready to know. Not that I expect a positive result exactly. Well, you know what? There is a part of me that does. I think it's irrationally, like it's not based on me knowing that I've been exposed to anyone, but it's, I think it's just this, what everyone's talking about. This feeling like, well, I have these various generic allergy symptoms, and sure they're the same ones that I get every year, but I don't know. Well, I mean, we'll see. That's one of the reasons you test, right? Is if you're not sure, then you test. And the trick, just of course, being that this is often pretty hard to find the tests, and but in any case, we'll see how that goes, and obviously, depending on the results, it changes my weekend schedule somewhat. But in the meantime, I'm just hanging out. I'm expecting a couple of deliveries today of things that, once I was able to sort of finish out the holidays and take a look at the account balance and everything, I decided that I could. I managed to finally get an order in of a new graphics card for my computer. It's not the model that I was originally anticipating getting, but it should be a pretty good one. It's been a long time of me trying to get one, and I snagged an order. Gonna install that, and it'll be. So I'm excited for that, just because, I haven't talked about it recently, but my computer is a desktop that, like in the spring of 2020. Is that right? No, spring of 2021. I think that's right. Gosh, now I'm suddenly like second guessing myself. It's got to be spring of 2021. You know what? It might be 2020 now that I think about it. But in any case, yeah, it was for sure 2020 because it was like that first sort of spring of, lockdown. Now, yeah, that's weird. It's funny how it all blurs together. Anyway, at some point, relatively early on in lockdown, I more or less rebuilt my computer from scratch, and the only thing that the only things that I didn't replace at that time were essentially like hard drives, because I already had a reasonably good hard drive and I was keeping all of the data anyway, and the graphics card, because and the only reason I didn't get a new graphics card at that time was because I was looking ahead and saying, oh, this next generation of cards is coming out real soon. And sure enough, those cards did come out, only they have proven very difficult to get since. But finally have one on its way. So I'm very excited about that. And in the meantime, I'm working from home, but I got lots of snow out the window, and it's Friday. So I hope everyone else has a good Friday, and I will talk to you all tomorrow for 5 more minutes.